Hey folks, Russ Matney. Hey, today and for the next few days, I'm going to be putting in a wood floor, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, if you watched my previous video, I was raising a sunken floor. This floor was down by about 6 inches, and you can see that video on how to do that. And now it's time to put in the floor, and it's going to be a lot of work. But this is the flooring that I'm going to put in. And this is actually not real hardwood. It is laminate. And you have a choice here of you can do laminate flooring, you can do engineered wood, or you can do real hard wood, but you're gonna pay for the other stuff. Laminate flooring, I got this stuff for about $2 a square foot. And if you do engineered flooring, you're gonna pay probably $8 to $10 a square foot. If you do the real stuff, you're gonna double that. So I've got about 600 square feet to put in. It's gonna take me about $1,000 or so in flooring. And if you go with the other stuff, then you're gonna multiply it by a lot of times. Stick around, I'm gonna show you how to do it. Okay, so the first thing you've got to do is determine where you're going to start in this room. And I'm gonna start right here because this is the entrance to the house. This is a tile flooring, and I'm gonna put this laminate flooring right beside it. And the reason I wanna start here versus on the other side is because I want a full piece here. So if I have to cut anything, then I wanna cut it over in that corner. I don't wanna cut piece here that shows as I enter the house. So this is how it's gonna fit right up against that tile. Just like that. I'm gonna glue it down. Now that's something I haven't said, is that I chose to glue this instead of float this. You can have a floating floor with this laminate, but I don't like it because it sounds hollow. It just does not sound like a solid floor. So I'm using some engineered glue, or some glue for engineered wood, and this is from Home Depot. This 5-gallon bucket, I think it's 5 gallons, looks like it's 4 gallons. It's about $100, maybe even 120, and I'm gonna use about probably 2.5 of these, so I'm gonna have probably, $300 or so in glue. Okay, so we're gonna lay the first plank. Now, these are 4-foot planks. And they're about 7 inches wide. I like that because they cover a lot of space. And you can do this with this glue. You can do it in a couple of ways. What a lot of people do is they use a trowel. It's like this. It's used for tiling, but you can use it for glue. Lay the glue down, spread it out just like you would thin set if you're doing tile. But I don't like to do that because this glue is messy. I mean, if you get it on anything, it is hard to get off. So I take an old paintbrush, just anything that you can throw away when you're finished, and I do one strip at a time. And I'll show you what I do. I put it on here pretty liberally. Don't be stingy with it. Just like that. Just kind of right down the center of where this plank is going to be. And then once we set it, it'll spread the glue out. That's it. And I'm going to stick it back in here, and we're going to, all right, here's another thing you need to know. When you're laying these things, this is a tongue and groove. So lay it so that this is up when you fit. You don't want to lay it the other way so that this is on the downside. And I think it'll explain it here in a second. But let's lay this. We're going to go so that this is up when I lay it down. All right. Just like that. And then I step on it. Just push it down and get it in place. We're going to come back and put baseboards on the side later. Okay, that's it. Let's do the second piece. Okay, so the second piece, I've already laid my glue down like I did the first one. And then you've got on the underside, you've got this groove that's gonna fit on top of this one, all right? Now, the first one is really easy. The second one I'll show you, it's a little more difficult. I'll show you how we do it. All right, again, I'm just gonna walk on it, push it down. All right, and we're in good shape there. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to finish this first row and then come back and show you the second row. After that, you're going to know how to do it. Okay, so we're going to start our second row, and with this one we need to cut because you don't want a full piece every time. So we're going to cut it approximately a third. A miter saw, you'll need a good miter saw, and you don't even have to measure this, but I'm going to cut about a third of it off. So about every 3 times we have a full piece against the wall. So let's cut this. Okay, so we've laid down the cut piece that I did. I'm going to show you now how this thing works. This is, I can get you a close-up of this. This is just a cut piece that I have just to show you. This tongue and groove, it goes in, whoops, at about a 30-degree angle, like that, and then it clicks in place. And that makes the line disappear. So, all right, remember we're gonna set this up so that this fits over the top of this. Going at about a 30-degree angle, and then we just drop it down like that, and that's it. Let me show you another little thing. If you want it picture perfect, when you do this, if you see this little crack right here, just tap that. And that's perfect. And now we're going to step on it. And that's it. So you've seen 2 rows done, or almost. I've got a little bit more to do. But once you get it to this point, it goes fast. So I'll come back and I'll show you a little update here in a little bit. Okay, so in the earlier video, I failed to tell you that when you get to this wall, just measure out and cut. You got 37.5 inches. And I've gone out and cut the 37.5. You got to make sure you cut the right side of it. If you cut the other side, it's not going to work. But when you do cut this, save the portion that you cut and you can use it on the other end to start on that end. Okay, and that's about an hour's work. I've got, I don't know, 4 or 5 rows already put in of about 15 feet across. So I'm gonna work another 2 or 3 hours today, get a section done, then I'll show you. All right, so I am finished for today. I got maybe 30%. I've got that completed. I got to finish all the way across here and then into the dining room. So this took me about maybe 4 hours, but that's all I'm going to work today. But it looks really good, and the good thing about it, there's no creaking as I built this floor up and secured it to the foundation, and I think we're in good shape. So I'll come back to you whenever I finish up. Okay, well, it's about 2 days later and I am finished putting this floor in. And I'll show you what this thing looks like. The furniture, we just kind of put it back, but I left it on rollers so that I can put baseboards in, because baseboards will be the next project. But you can see this is about 600 square feet with kind of an L shape, and it took me probably pushing 2 days to do this. It's a lot of work, but it's doable. Let me show you one little thing here. So this used to be a sunken floor, sunken room, and it's 6 inches deep. I raised it up so that I could put this floor in. And when I did that, I don't like a threshold where these two join, so I made this right at the same level. All right, so, and then what you need to do in that case is I just put a little bit of grout in here. And the grout is from Home Depot. You can buy it in the tube. It's sanded grout, and I just got a medium gray color. And it looks really good like that. You could use a tan color if you wanted to, but just put a grout in there. That's it, the floor is done. The only thing remaining on this project is to put the baseboards in. So if you want to learn how to do the baseboards, then stick around. Check out my next video, and you can see how to install baseboards. But this is a tough project. It's probably 600 square feet. I think the flooring cost me maybe $1,200, and the glue was another $300 or $400. So I probably have $1,500, $1,600 into it. But I can guarantee you that somebody's gonna charge you $5,000 to put this thing in. So give it a shot. If you need my help, give me a call. See you.